coal on this one. Okay, that one's good. Okay, so we just have one car and Bryce and a Whittier that needs to go back. What are we doing here? Okay, go all the way up here to Ella. Check these real quick before the train makes it back here. Okay, that's probably not going to unload today. That might. That one's probably not. Alright. Okay, what do we got for passengers? Okay, a bulk of them are going to Whittier, so that's going to add some good money to the, select that one. Click on that. Enough coal and water in that one for the time being. Actually, right there should be good. Go on, slow down, slow down. Alright. Alright, get all of Whittier's passengers. 9 pallets for 7 fares. That's not much, but alright. Fuse the extinguish. because I need that one to go back to What? You're fluffy.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
What are you doing?
Multiplayer again. I decided to. Everyone else got off, so I just got up for a bit to use the restroom. No, not. So. Alright.
Discord chat itself again. Because I'm driving games. About to try to drive a bus and probably fail miserably. I want to watch.
Okay, let's see. Where is number 3? Okay, good. It's past the siding. So I can throw that switch. Number 2 isn't to Governor's Island yet. So. Okay, those switches are all set. And I need to select number 3. And prepare for yard move. Yard 20. Okay, that should be good enough. Get this car hooked up and ready to go. Okay, that's connected. Okay, good there. Actually. sure there's no switches set against it. Alright, all the switches are aligned in its direction. Alright, number 3, time for you to back up. Number 1. Number 2 is ready here.
Hello, motherfucker.
Whoops. Still have that set up.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm here.
Sorry about that.
It's alright. Yeah, I know. Sessions can get a little chaotic at times, unfortunately.
Yeah. I see that.
Alright.
Yeah, I think I'm getting it figured out. Finally.
What prompted you to decide that you wanted the game?
I had seen it in the queue, and
I had like one other person that got it because he saw me playing it a lot. I'm like, hey, I checked that out, and he got it. So.
yeah, I'd seen it in the queue, and so I was like, you know what, I'll check it out. And then after I got it, I was like, oh, look, somebody else has got it too.
Yeah, I got it when it came out. They were originally supposed to release it on the 15th.
Yeah.
But they decided to push the release date up and released it on the 7th instead.
All right. That's cool.
Yeah. I have been thoroughly enjoying the game.
Yeah, it's just a lot of grinding. I'm getting it figured out, though.
Yeah, I mean, it does take a bit of time to get shit done, but I mean, the game is early access, so there's also that.
Yeah, I just wish I could automate it better. Like, say, hey, go get passengers here, and, you know, alert me when you get there to the depot or whatever. But instead, I have to just make sure switches stop the dude before he gets there.
Yeah. Well, also, if you press Control F and click on the tracks, it'll put down a fusee, which is basically a flare with a spike to allow it to be placed into the ties of the tracks.
And what does that do?
It tells the AI to stop.
Oh, okay. How do you remove it?
You just click on it.
Oh, never mind. I see it. Yep. Okay. Well, that's cool. I'll try that out now that I see it.
Alright, which cars? Alright. And if you hold shift and click on like the glad hands or like click on the coupler, it automatically handles the angle cocks for you.
You shift and what?
And click on like the coupler or the glad hands.
Yeah.
It'll automatically open or close the angle cocks on the cars for the airlines.
Oh, Jesus
So
Christ, dude! I've been
you don't have to touch them then that way. Like you can just If you're hooking up, you just you have to obviously get in close, and you just shift click on the glad hand, and it'll automatically open the ankle cocks. And when you go to one couple, if you shift click on the coupler, it'll shut the ankle cocks and undo the coupler.
I've been messing with this thing the whole time, dude. That's crazy. That definitely didn't say that in the frickin' tutorial.
Yeah. It's one of the benefits of having someone on your friends list that has actually been playing the game for a bit and has learned a few tips and tricks.
Right?
I find that using the independent brake is the best one over using the train brakes for getting like precise stopping. Like the train brake itself is good for dropping speed when you're hauling a lot, but the thing with the independent is it allows you to easily like let off of it and keep the train coasting at a lower speed if necessary.
Yeah. Seem to notice that too.
Alright, so all my cars are in Whittier. $6,842 or $49. Alright, where is... So, what do you have done so far with a single player?
I got the bridge built, and
To Bryson?
and I just went and picked up the first load of people there, and I'm bringing them back, and then got the shit done for the lumber mill.
Tier 1 contract. You only need the 8 cars. It maxes out at a total of 44 logs, I think. They just updated the game again today, so... And the further the train goes, the more the more money you make off of the fares.
Okay.
Getting an observation car will give you a 20% boost to the amount of money you make off of passenger fares. But
what the hell is the caboose do?
The caboose does nothing at this moment. It is basically just there for show type of thing at this point. They're probably going to expand on it and give it an actual use eventually. But as of right now, it does not do anything. 114 fares, $249.
Yeah, I need to get another passenger car.
Yeah, I've got 4 of them, plus the observation car.
Let's go.
And also, when you have an engine selected, if you press Control and 0, it will automatically put your character into the locomotive.
Oh, that's cool.
Because you know how like 1 goes to your first person view, then 2 does your overhead cam. You use 0 to select like the front car, 9 to select the furthest car from your from the one you're following. If you hold Control 0, it'll put you into the train that you have selected for the controls in the bottom corner.
Yellow.
So that's good for getting you, like if you need to get into a locomotive that you're controlling and you're like somewhere else, Control 0 automatically then puts you there so that you can get to the controls again.
It appears death in the chat. It's fucking death. It's gonna kill me.
And I found it's like, if you plan on doing like the higher tier contract of the sawmill, doing like say the tier 3, I would recommend getting 8 additional of the logging skeletons.
Yeah,
and
I
then swap
set it.
them between it.
I set it right to tier 3, and I don't have any extras, but it's. I mean, I'm getting money from it right now, so.
Yeah, but you want to make sure that you can keep getting an extra 8 cars. You can swap them between the logging camp. It only takes 1 in-game hour to load 8 cars. 1 hour in game. That's all it takes to load 8 cars.
Yeah. So you can. Well,
And
because there's only 2 spots to load them, right?
There's
L1
3.
and L2.
L1, L2, and L3. L2 can take 8 cars total, so that's the one I usually send my logging skeletons to, because the fact that you can fit all of them on that one siding.
Yeah.
And I have 2 sets of 8 cars, so it swaps between. I just swap between the 2.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know how much it costs to buy 8 more cars, but.
If you have the discount, let me
Trying
see.
to do it all with two locomotives right now, so it's kind of a pain.
Yeah, with the discount rate at like 25%, you're getting $68 off each. For 8 cars, you would be looking at $4,896 for an additional 8.
And then I only have 6,500 right now, so
Yeah, that would be
I figure my best bet
money.
would be. Yeah, I figure my best bet right now is to get maybe another
engine,
another engine, and then 1 or 2 more passenger cars, and just have one just runs back and forth.
Yeah,
have one engine running back and forth.
You're going to need about $8 to $9,000 for another passenger car or 2. Because pound for pound, the Pullman 1900 open platform coach is your best bet overall. Because when you compare it to the steel lightweight, which while the steel lightweight can carry 84 passengers, it weighs basically more than double what the Pullman open platform weighs.
Hey, yeah. Funny thing.
So by weight,
can I interrupt?
You can actually fit
quick?
get more passengers that way.
Hey, can I interrupt for a moment?
Yeah.
If you take a look, the Pullman heavyweight in the game is lighter than the coach that's called, the early lightweight. Take a look.
Which one? The Pullman 1893?
No, the Pullman heavyweight is what I'm talking about.
That one is not showing up other than...
Here.
They must have changed the names, because I'm seeing Pullman 1893 Palace Observation now, and Palace Car.
It's the Pullman 1893. That was called the early heavyweight coach. What is the weight for that one?
Weight on that one is 81,100 pounds. And it
now check the 1915. The 1915 Osgood Bradley steel coach.
Yeah, it's like 40,000 pounds more.
But it's called the lightweight.
Yeah.
And the heavyweight is lighter than the lightweight. You get my point?
Yeah. They changed heavyweight to Palace.
Palace is the type of coach because you see it's open.
Well, with the update, they changed it from being the early heavyweight coach.
It's still a heavyweight coach. Palace is the type designation. So kind of like
you have your and Palace Observation.
Palace Observation means it's an open coach on the inside, and there's an observation platform at the end. A Palace car or a corridor car is the one.
How do you open the shop again? It's Control Shift.
The one. Control T. That's all. Control T.
For the shop to buy locomotives, it's Shift T actually.
Shift T actually.
But yeah, there's a locomotive button at the top right corner.
Yep.
If you have for your menu options where you do like the tutorial, your console, your company
Yeah.
window, switch list. You now have the equipment purchase, which is right in the middle. So you don't even have to do Shift T anymore to open it.
I don't have an
I
equipment.
find it kind of stupid. So
I don't have
Palace
that.
car. Did you update your game?
Not
Yeah.
today.
It had an update today.
There was an update. Yeah. They changed how the contracts work. You don't have to wait for them to expire. They no longer expire. So they'll just keep going at whatever tier you have selected until you either downgrade, upgrade, or cancel the contract. And
Okay.
they added the catalog to the top.
So, Chaos.
Yeah.
So, as I was trying to explain, a palace car is, a long corridor through the middle and rows of passenger seats. A palace observation is the one with the seats in the observation platform. It's still a heavyweight car due to the builder's designation. That's what they call it, the model. But for some reason, it weighs more than a lightweight car, which doesn't make sense. That's what I meant. Also, did you see they plan on adding baggage and mail to the game? Huh?
That's interesting.
Yeah.
They already have a baggage car model.
Yeah, they have it. They just haven't.
They have it in sandbox only.
Yeah.
Which
I'm probably going to make use. I'm probably going to make use of that in my in the series that I'm going to be working on.
Anyone want to join my little line that I'm working on?
What's the status?
It's really early on, if you want. I'll host it.
I guess
I'm just trying to get myself going on this one. Yeah, I'm probably could embed it. I may go raid though in a little bit.
Oh, never mind. Someone's calling me.
Alright, so now... Yeah, like for moving trains to like the end of the tracks, like having the logging cars going up to Canelli, I just usually set the AI to do a road move and full speed, and I just align the switches, and it'll take care of everything for me, so I don't even have to touch the train, and I can work on other stuff.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. Is
the AI is
make
extremely useful for that stuff, like for sure. Okay, that one's done.
Finish loading.
Alright, so number 1 will be set. Okay, that's set. I gotta set that track so that it goes that way. All head full. Okay.
What are you doing? You're gonna do a YouTube series or what?
Yeah. Oop. Why did I do that? I didn't mean to click T. I meant to click F. Select and put myself in the engine. Yep. And right now I am just okay. All the cars are done being unloaded. So I'm going to swap these around and send the whole thing up. But what I think I'm going to do first is what I'm doing first is I'm going to put the loaded logging cars up past the switch, grab the empties, pull them back, and then put the loaded in so that it unloads properly. Yeah, I'm going to be using the G16 as like a logging train for the time being. We unlocked from Bryson and then also to Fontana we have the Alarka Y built. So we have to Alarka Junction, and we have the Y built for it.
Yeah, I have no clue what all is here, dude, so I'm just working through the single player a little bit. I was on vacation for the next, 10 days. I was like, fuck it, I'll get something new to try.
Yeah. So you said you have the bridge to Bryson completed.
Yeah.
Now that's always a good first, go-to to start with. And always make sure you're doing less than 5 miles an hour when coupling to cars.
Oh, yeah, I'll fucking derail them.
Not just that it will derail them. If you're doing more than 5, it'll cause damage to them and the locomotive. So you do want to keep your speed in check because of that.
Yeah, I've damaged a couple of things already, so got that part figured out now.
And the independent brake is really useful for slowing yourself, but then also allowing you to still have some forward momentum. Especially if you're pulling a train, like if you're pushing or pulling a train, like an actual set of cars. You don't use the air brake to slow yourself down close to what you need, and then when you need a more fine control of dropping your speed, that's when you use the independent brake then, because the train will still keep moving, because you're not having to build all that air pressure back up in the brake pipe to release the brakes so that you can continue your speed.
Yeah, I've seen that when you have a lot of them, dude. It takes forever to frickin' get them released.
Yeah, so you want to use it to slow yourself down close to the speed that you want to get to, and then use the independent to further slow yourself to that last bit that you want to work with. And you can swap the when you look at the inspection window for your trains, which when you click control click on them, when you go to equipment, you can customize what whistle your locomotives have.
In that too.
Which is cool. I've changed the coloring on all my cars to black with red text.
What was the flare again? Control F, right?
Yes, Control F. The thing that's nice with the logging camp is you only need an engine powerful enough to get the cars up the hill. To get the empty cars up the hill. And also move them when they're over flat terrain.
Yeah, the ones I've been using the one that was derailed originally when you start to move the logging shit, so.
I've been using the G16 Mogul, which is the one that starts in the shed. The one that's functional. And that one does a good job. I can easily move the eight logging skeletons up to the logging camp with the G16 Mogul. So that's typically the one it's the one I've been using. My plan right now is I'm getting some money to acquire a G25, and I'm also we're going to acquire 2 more G25s so that we have 3 of them, and we're going to sell the T17 that we got, because right now we have the G16 Mogul, the T17 10-wheeler, and a P18 Pacific. The P18 is being used as our freight engine. The T17 is being used as our passenger service. And the Mogul is basically just the shunting of stuff at Whittier between the sawmill and also the logging camp. so it never
Yeah,
really leaves the Whittier area.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass, dude, to move all this shit and transfer cars and fucking.
Yeah, and when doing like with the sawmill contract, the box cars and flat cars that you get that go on the siding, with the G16, you can fit that locomotive and 9 cars back down that track. But it also, the sidings can only hold 8 cars apiece. So when if you get any 9 car or more loads, you can take 9 cars down and still be able to set the switch to go into the sidings, but you're going to have to split the consist up between the 2 siding tracks because you will not be able to fit more than you won't be able to fit more than 8 cars in either siding.
Yeah, luckily I'm only getting 3 at a time, so it's.
Yeah,
Well, I
that's
also
a good
just started
thing for right
so.
now. Yeah, so you probably don't like. As you get more powerful locomotives, you'll get heavier loads. Yeah, right now I'm just moving some logging cars into what did we get? Ooh. $1,000 short of being able to purchase another locomotive. Alright, so that's done. Let's see, what are we doing with? Contract essential, whole field, so all those are now tier 5 contracts. What's our rating? Alright, we went up a little on the safety rating because of stuff. We got $2,470 for the locks.
Have you got to the diesel locomotives yet, or you still using the steam one?
We're still using steam. Alright, so that's now gonna tend to that's all gonna go up. Alright, so now just go on. Get going up there. I'm probably going to wait till the interchange and then see how much I make off of the cars that I've got for the area I'm in right now. Because if I make enough, I can buy another locomotive then right away. Yeah, and it's like I do plan on actually like doing a YouTube series, kind of just based on like with the premise of what we're doing in the game.
Yeah. You can't just do it on single player, like just
No,
going
multiplayer. It's
through
all
the
going to be
steps of.
filmed with other. It's actually going to be like actually scripted. So there's
There you
going to
go.
be actual dialogue. So there will be other people playing the parts of the characters. Alright, so how far has it made so far? Okay, so that's heading up the Y. You can fit, like, at Bryson, I think, like, with the Y there, you can fit 2 or 3, you can fit a locomotive with 2 or 3 cars along it. I don't think anything more than 4, like, anything 4 cars and above, you cannot fit down the Y to get the train turned around. So, like, the way I do it with that Y, like, if you want the locomotive always on the front end, is, like, if you have 4 cars or more, you pull it up onto the main, like, along the main track there, disconnect, and then just send the locomotive down the Y and around to the other end, and then connect it up and return back the way you came.
Yeah. They seem to work no matter where they are. You can put the freaking locomotive in the middle of the train and it seems to work, so I've been doing
Yeah,
it that way.
yeah. It doesn't matter where you put it as long as you can accomplish what you need to do. But like if you have the observation car, like if you get the observation car has to be at the back to get the bonus. So if you don't use, like if you so it's like if you don't swap it around, it's not gonna you're not gonna get the bonus for it.
Yeah. And you get bonus money or what?
You get a 20% bonus for your fares. So you
There
get
you go.
more money
Ain't
for
bad.
your fares by having the observation car. Alright, so the locomotive's coming up to the bend just before L1. Once it gets up there, I'm going to load it up and then send it right on back down here to get those cars stored away. And actually, instead of sending them all the way straight back into the interchange, we're going to use this siding over here. Because I don't think this one is actually used for anything. Let's see, sawmill. That's the receiving track over there. And then those are the 2 sidings. So this last one can be a storage siding for the other cars then. Alright. I might be able to just get away with actually grabbing enough, soon enough buying an extra 8 cars and stashing them there. Yeah, I saw the game from the like from on the Derail, like someone mentioned it on the Derail Valley Discord. So that's where I started following the game. And I was waiting for for when they were going to tell us when those release date was. And then when I found I saw it pop up in my in my thing on the Steam store when it was ready, when they released it, wait, it's already out? I thought it wasn't coming out to the 15th. And I got it and downloaded it and started playing it. And another game that I'm waiting on is Century of Steam. Which is if you've ever watched on YouTube, there's a guy called Heiss. He's a volunteer with the Colorado Railroad Museum as one of their engineers. And he does videos, and he's actually basically a spokesperson for Century of Steam, which will have you actually building the track and all that of American narrow gauge railroad. One is actually just about to make it up to L2 to get those cars loaded. Some people are some of the other people are saying that Century of Steam looks like it's basically going to be like Railroads Online, but better. Because Railroads Online, the way the track building in that is so janky. It is hard to get straight sections of track.
Really?
Yeah. So I don't play Railroads Online because of that, and then it's no, not really anyone else likes to play it because of it used to be a bit better in certain ways, but then now it's gotten worse. Alright. So where is actually console/wait 1. And done. Now I can go back down to the bottom of the hill and get those cars dropped off. The sawmill can only hold 44 logs in its pond. Or at least at tier 3. What time do you have your interchange set to service? I do mine at 4
6
o'clock.
a.m.
I do mine at 4 o'clock. And I run my game at a 1-to-1 ratio for time scale. Gives you plenty of time to get all the shit done in a timely manner. So you get those time bonuses for your deliveries.
Yeah. I'm at 2-to-1. I've been able to hit everything mostly, so it's I'm not getting all crazy yet.
I like having that extra bit of time to just take my time with running things. So that's what I usually do. I just run it 1-to-1 and then skip time as necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the one thing that's just definitely nice with Canelli is the fact that you don't need any throttle to get a log train down the hill. It's the same with like when you unlock the past the bridge to Fontana, getting a Larka Junction and the coal mine. It is like it's all downhill from the coal mine, so you don't really need any throttle to get a train down with coal cars. Which is nice. Both of my engine shops have 5 people at them. It only costs $150.
Well, I've got a fucking customer bugging me. I gotta go take care of some work shit.
Ah,
I will pop back in a bit, probably.
okay.
Alright, man.
Switch. See the train. Okay, I want to send it up that track there. Send it up that one there. Go that way. And so it'll store those logs right on this siding if all 8 can fit. Why did I have that one selected? That's not the one I wanted. I wanted this one. So they will go there, so they're actually kind of just out of the way for the time being. Alright. Apply the handbrake. Release. And back her up. mobile back into position over here. Alright. So she's gonna wait on that siding. I am actually going to save real quick. And then do Alright. So let's see what we're getting for the interchange today. Ooh, okay, what do we got here? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we got 7 for Whittier. Okay. 2 for the farm supply, 1 for the house. Okay, Bryson Freight Houses is 2. Bryson Team Track has 1. Oil, 4 for Appalachian Hardwoods. 2 for each track. And why are they split between 2? Is there supposed to be a... And we got those 2 that are going in this area. Like, why is there a split? 27 cars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 25, 26, 27. Okay, so that's 27 cars. But what doesn't make any sense is why these cars have a gap and we've got 6 cars for the coal mine. Alright, so okay, so what I'm gonna do we're gonna do it this way. do. Alright. Go on, hook up to those. Connected. Okay, so release that handbrake. Release that handbrake. And then come back here. Disconnect that. Pull this whole thing forward. Okay, and that's the last. That's the box car. status of the logging camp. I mean, not the logging camp, the sawmill. Alright. Okay, good. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Alright. Alright. We're only $500 short of our goal. Okay, let's see. How do we want to do this? So we're gonna do this. Let's see. So cut it there. After pulling it up, pull it up to there, pull it up, disconnect, pull forward, push that car into the back of this one, farm supply. What are we looking at over here at Ella? One that needs to go back. Alright.
Mic on. Mic feedback on. Charging battery.
Okay.